Some stories begin in castles. Some begin in mansions. But this story begins under a bridge. It is the story of Tom, a man who lost everything, his home, his family, and his hope, but never lost his art. With only a box of broken paintbrushes and the sound of the city as his music, he painted what others couldn't see. Dreams hidden in dirt, beauty inside sorrow, and light in places where no light seemed to live. He never imagined his paintings would one day travel farther than his footsteps ever had. He never thought the same hands that once begged for food would be asked to create something for the most powerful man in the country. But life has a strange way of painting its own masterpiece, one stroke of fate at a time. And this is the journey of the homeless artist who painted a president's portrait. The night was cold, and the city streets glowed with soft yellow lights. A man named Tom sat under a bridge, holding a small box of old paintbrushes. His clothes were torn, and his hands were rough from the cold. But when he opened that little box, his world changed. Inside it were colors that made him feel alive again. Every time he painted, it was like the wind whispered stories only he could hear. Tom used old cardboard, walls, and even trash lids as his canvas. He painted faces of strangers, birds flying over the city, and children smiling. But no one ever stopped to look. People passed by like shadows. They didn't see the beauty in his brokenness. Until one morning, a little girl named Lucy stopped in front of him. She held a cup of hot chocolate and said softly, "Your paintings look like dreams." Tom smiled for the first time in weeks. That small smile carried something, a light that had almost died. Lucy came every day after school. She brought him paper, pencils, and sometimes leftover food. She would sit beside him and ask, why? Days passed, and Lucy's father, Mr. Brown, noticed she was spending time under the bridge. One evening, he followed her and saw Tom painting. He was shocked. The man's drawings were not just good, they were extraordinary. He saw emotion, depth, and truth in every line. "You did this?" he asked. Tom nodded shyly. Mr. Brown was a gallery worker. He invited Tom to show his art at a local exhibition. At first, Tom refused. He didn't think anyone would care. But Lucy begged him to try. "You always tell me to believe in color," she said. "Now you must believe in yourself." Tom finally agreed. He washed his face, borrowed a shirt, and walked into a new world, the world of art and light. The gallery was bright and full of people wearing shiny clothes. Tom stood in a corner, feeling small. His heart beat fast. He thought of the bridge, the cold nights, and how far he had come. When the lights dimmed, Mr. Brown introduced him. "This is Tom, the artist who painted